Back in the day, Serra was considered a good fighter, but not necessarily one of the great ones. Georges St-Pierre, on the other hand, is still considered one of the greatest fighters of all time. So when Serra earned himself a shot at the championship after making it through The Ultimate Fighter Season 4, nobody expected Serra to win against the legendary Georges St-Pierre. Which is why what happened next is kicking off our top 5 most shocking upsets in UFC history.
Serra, I mean, if you look at those two fights, that's a Serra's doing a better. Oh, yeah! Same here. He hurt him again. He hurt him again. He only got him again. St-Pierre is buckled. Serra is going for unbelievable. Serra buckles St-Pierre. St-Pierre down again. Serra is trying to upset St-Pierre.
Good Lord. He's hurt him 3 times in the last 60 seconds.
It is champion of the world! That was incredible!
In hugely dominant fashion, Serra unleashed massive strikes on GSP, and the Canadian seemed to have no answer for the assault. Serra came out on top with a win by knockout. GSP would come back to face Serra at UFC 83 and turn the tables, but that won't change how shocking Serra's initial victory was over the immortal GSP. Anderson Silva could easily be considered one of the greatest fighters to ever step foot into the UFC octagon. In fact, before this next fight, Silva was on a 17-fight win streak, and he managed to make every victory look effortless. That was when Weidman challenged Silva, and it was all downhill from there for the Brazilian superstar.
Remember the last time we saw Anderson taunt an opponent like this was Damian Maia. He put on a show for the first few rounds and then completely coasted for the last 2. Head kick. Speed difference. Yeah. Wow, he tried a crescent kick on him. Anderson. Oh, he got hit! Look at the finish it! It is all over! Just Weidman is the UFC middleweight champion! My goodness!
Despite all the taunting and showboating, Silva took a punch that he wouldn't be able to come back from. At the time, it was unthinkable to see Silva's impressive win streak ended so suddenly by Weidman. We may never hear a UFC crowd go quite as crazy as they did on this incredible upset. Whether you were around to watch him actually fight in the octagon or simply know him as a commentator, every MMA fan is at least familiar with Michael Bisping. But Bisping wasn't always the household name he is today. Early in his career, Bisping faced Rockhold for the first time at UFC Fight Night and suffered a huge submission loss. Bisping would not forget this humiliation. That's why when Bisping got a 17-day notice to fight Rockhold again for the championship, he jumped at the opportunity for redemption, despite the odds still being weighted heavily against him.
Rockhold has this air of invincibility mentally right now as well. Never more confident.
Before the end of the first round, Bisping had landed huge blows against Rockhold and eventually earned himself a KO victory over him. Bisping was able to exercise his demons and in the process become the very first British UFC champion ever, thus earning himself a spot in our list of greatest upsets of all time. Longtime UFC fans probably saw this one coming a mile away. Ronda Rousey is still one of the biggest stars the UFC ever produced, and in the prime of her career, she truly seemed unstoppable. That was until the preacher's daughter, Holm, entered the octagon to square off with rowdy Ronda Rousey. This moment is easily the most shocking upset of all time in the UFC.
Never have we seen this. But this is boxer, kickboxer,
straight left.
Mixed martial artist Ronda judoka turned mixed martial artist.
Beautiful.
Can she
Beautiful.
connect?
She's hurt.
Pena's in trouble.
She's hurt. Holly looking to finish. He's out. Holly Holm is the new UFC bantamweight champion of the world. Oh my God. Wow. Unbelievable. What a performance by Holly Holm.
Nobody thought any fighter in the division was even in the same stratosphere as Rousey. That's why after Holly Holm shocked the world with one of the most incredible head kicks we've ever seen, Ronda Rousey was proven to be a mere mortal after all, and her career never fully recovered after this moment. This next fight was very similar to the last, with many pointing out that this matchup is basically Rousey versus Holm 2.0. Amanda Nunes is a double belt champ who had been at the time riding a string of victories for a long period of time. Nobody thought there was a fighter who had what it took to take down the Lioness, who had laid claim to the world of women's MMA. Despite this reputation, Juliana Pena entered the fight confident from the very beginning that she would be the one to tame the Lioness. Just about everybody in the MMA world doubted her. That was until UFC 269.
Still plenty of time to go here, round two. Oh, Nunes jabs.
Oh my goodness. Juliana Pena is making this
She's doing exactly what she said she was going to do. She said she was going to go out there and take the fight to Amanda Nunes. Her corner wants her to pressure. Oh my goodness. The jab is just touching him. Juliana's in. Oh my God.
Nunes retreats.
Oh my God. Oh my goodness. She's exhausted. Amanda's tired.
She's exhausted and she's hurt.
Big deep press from Nunes. Dropped down by Pena. And then Pena to the back.
Oh, Juliana's got it down. She's got to choke her.
She's got to go.
She's got to choke her.
She's got to
She has beaten Amanda Nunes. Juliana Pena is the UFC bantamweight champion.
Oh my goodness.
That's the biggest upset in the history of the sport.
Pena outstruck Nunes and ended up on the ground. She took advantage of the situation, scoring a submission victory for a gigantic upset over the champion. Having the ability to take down one of the most dominant fighters in the UFC, we can't wait to see how Pena does defending her championship going forward. Were there any shocking upsets we missed? Let us know in the comments. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe and check back every week for more Ultimate MMA.